Hey guys and ladies, welcome to Zip Gaming Online, and today we're going to be talking about the new weapon Quanta. That's right, it's the non-infested version of Mutalis Quanta. This is gonna be the loadout that I'm gonna be showing you straight off the bat. The reason is because it has the highest damage per shot. However, if you noticed, it also explodes on impact. Like, as soon as, basically it explodes as soon as it gets out of the barrel of the gun, which is really weird, right? And why is that? Why does it explode immediately when you right click? Isn't it supposed to actually launch kind of like a cube that explodes on impact, Zip? Yeah, it's supposed to, but here's the problem. The problem comes with the split chamber. So for now, let's take a look at how it will work if we took out the split chamber. Alright, so we're gonna focus on heavy caliber and just that. Alright, and you can see just how much of a difference it actually does. And it's actually kind of staggering because the problem is collision. If you have this kind of like the square thing that explodes like that, right? It shoots on its own, it goes, and if it collides on any projectile or an enemy, it will explode. So you could actually just bump this into like a floor or a wall, and it would be okay, it would be fine. But the problem comes when you actually hit it with something that does damage or an enemy. So you might be thinking, okay, I get it, Zip, but here's the thing. What most people don't understand is just how this weapon actually works. This weapon is a little bit weird, so when you're actually using this weapon with heavy caliber, you don't actually take damage penalty, right? Wrong, not exactly. Here's the problem. I'm gonna go ahead and show you how it works, okay? So when you're playing on your own, it's fine. But check it out when you use a Mirage and it just goes kind of crazy like that. The clone shoots crazy. Okay, which is kind of weird when you think about it. However, there's a big upside to this. Like, it's not all bad. There's silver lining around this weapon. Here's the thing: you might actually think like, the weapon now shoots everywhere. True, but it still hits the enemy, and especially with the Mirage, it's okay. You don't have to actually focus your weapon damage into a single enemy anyway. You just kind of spray it around. And here's the other thing. The right click is still freaking accurate. And you can see just how powerful it is against Ambulance. And you would be surprised. Check it out. Basically, one hit. Basically, all I need to do is pop 4 or maybe 3 right click button and then just shoot the floating bubbles or square, cube, whatever, that thing, and Ambulance is dead. It's that easy. This thing is crazy, but you have to understand how it works. That's the problem. A lot of people, they might actually think, oh well, split chamber is okay, right? You kind of add damage that way. Yes, but the problem comes when you actually use split chamber like this. You don't actually get to use the right click button the way it's meant to, which is okay at times. I mean, like, explosion straight away, you can clear out a room, especially with Mirage, and you can just clear out a room very, very quickly just by spamming right click. But is it worth it? That's the problem, because you're actually using 10 ammos when you're using it. However, when you're using heavy caliber, you can clean out a room by actually using the left mouse button. So the primary attack is fine. You can clear out a room very, very quickly. But that's because of the heavy caliber. The split chamber is just there to just kind of be there. That's kind of the problem. I don't remember any weapon that I actually say, you know what, the split chamber is a no-no for this weapon. But you know what? This is going to be the first weapon that I'm going to say the split chamber might be a no-no. As you can see, with Ambulance, I actually used way more than 3 to 4 right-click attacks to actually kill it. So, you might be asking, so what if I actually take out all the split chamber and all of that? So I did that, and I want you guys to actually see it. This is the thing. So this time, no heavy caliber, no, split chamber. Everything is accurate as accurate gets. And you can see with the Mirage, it's cool. It hits everything. But here's the problem. When you right click like that, you notice that it explodes. And you might be thinking like, wait a minute, Zip, did you put split chamber in this? Did it explode because of the split chamber? No, it actually explodes not because of the split chamber. The problem that you need to understand is that this weapon, the right click button, the alternate attack, relies heavily on collision. So you might be thinking, did I put split chamber on that? But I did not. I actually used this loadout. So it's very important for you to actually understand that collision matters a lot for that weapon. With that being said, I think I actually covered most of the things that you really need to know about the Quanta, and I hope you guys actually enjoyed, learning more about the weapon. And I think that's it actually. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Oh, and by the way, let me know in the comment if, you might actually disagree with me, because if you do, I actually want to know why. Alright, so go ahead and check out the channel if you like this sort of content. Also, check out one of the maximized potential video if that interests you. And let me know what you think. So with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one, and take care, guys. Bye-bye.